Welcome to Third Eye Thursdays. Let's begin with our palms together in front of our heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Place one palm above your belly button and one palm below your belly button. Breathe in and breathe out. Find that spot on your hand that is between your index finger and thumb in the webbing, but beyond the webbing, more towards the bone of the index finger in the hand there. So press about 6 times, and that's a moving energy point. And find that on your other hand between your thumb and index finger towards the bone of your hand about 6 times. Let's see if I can actually count. I think I do 7 or more, whatever. But that is a moving point that moves energy. Find your pinky finger and place it between your eyebrows, which is your third eye, but in Chinese medicine it is point yin Tong. Close your eyes, relax your hand, breathe in, and breathe out. And let's place our palms together in front of our heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's find some water. My water bottle's over here. I'm gonna get a drink of water and you can do the same. I just wanted to show you this thing that my water is sitting on. What if the hokey pokey really is what it's all about? So the reason I'm gonna start with the same thing every time, at least for right now, that's the idea, is so that we can get used to this routine. It can be a moving energy routine, a centering routine, a calming routine, and creating something with repetition makes it easy as a go-to, so you can do it anytime that you think about it, that you feel that you need some centering or some calming, and you can think back on this. Oh yeah, Third Eye Thursday, I saw that routine and I've done it a few times now, so it's easy, or I can just pick up one of those parts of it that I like the best, just when I need a moment of centering. Because when we're centered and calm is usually when the best things come from that, right? And usually the not as best things come from when we're not centered or not calm. So that's why I think a short, easy, repetitive centering, calming routine is super helpful to have. The word or phrase of the day today is free flow. Free flow. In Chinese medicine, there's the saying, Bu Tong the Tong, Tong ze Bu Tong. I'll say it again. Bu Tong the Tong, Tong ze Bu Tong. And what that translates as is, if there is no free flow, there is pain. If there is free flow, there is no pain. Okay, so the translation again is, if there is no free flow, there is pain. If there is free flow, there is no pain. So what are ways in our life that we can create free flow? I'm going to give you 2 main things, plus a bonus. So the first one is letting go of perfectionism. Number 1, letting go of perfectionism. And within that, we can create acceptance. So when we are feeling like we need to be perfect about something or creating perfectionism somehow, there is restriction within that. So there is not free flow within that. So then that can trickle down into other areas of our life where constriction or restriction takes place. So this reminds me of the thing a couple weeks ago, interconnectedness. So interconnectedness. So that just happened in my brain. So I wanted to, mentioning that things can kind of spill over into other areas of life. And so then there is perfectionism, wanting to be created in one area, there's restriction or constriction because of that created. And so then that can spill over into other areas of our life, and that can create sometimes some problems or issues, right? So if we want to create free flow, to create health and just ease, then I think letting go of perfectionism is helpful. And number 2 is using our body. And with that, some ideas include breathing and moving. So number 2 of ways to create free flow in our life, number 2 is using your body, and ideas are breathing and moving. So sometimes if you can't move, like if you're in a situation, maybe you're in line at the grocery store and there is some constriction, restriction, non-free flow feeling happening, maybe just breathing. You don't have to do any big crazy thing in front of people, or you can, who cares? But you can just kind of be like, get in touch with your own breathing for a second. And then other ideas like moving. So you can do exercises outside or just moving within your own house. I've shown some videos where I'm just walking in place because I'm just demonstrating things I do with that. But moving our body and doing, using our body, moving our body to create free flow. So the bonus is laughter. So I think that can also create free flow. Laughing at ourselves, laughing at our mistakes, laughing at our oopsies, laughing at things get pointed out to us that we didn't even realize, laughing at the past, laughing at the present, being in the present moment and laughing. So that's the bonus for ways to create free flow in our life. So I wanted to go back to just explaining that little routine at the beginning where I start with my palms together, and that is to help activate that feeling of energy or chi that we have really strong, and the palms is an easy place to go to find that. Then once we're there and our palms are together and we're sort of activating the flow of chi in our body through that, then we can add that to our body, our Ren channel that it goes here in basically the front of our body in the middle. So I put my palms together, activating that chi, and then I place them on my Ren channel, those points above my belly button and below my belly button. And I'm breathing also when I'm doing that to add to the flow and chi energizing. Then I go to the point that is here, which I just super love for a lot of reasons, and it can be paired with other points in the body, but that is a point that moves energy in our body, like an infinity sign or a figure 8 is what it can create, especially paired with the point on the foot that's anatomically correlates with it. But in any case, you can just do this one and just pressing on that, creating some movement and flow. And then I like to use yin tong, the third eye point, and I use my pinky finger. That's what I like to do, and just close my eyes, creating some calmness, centeredness, and taking a breath in and out, and then ending with the palms back together, kind of making it a full circle, circulating the chi in your body and centering ourselves. So that's a little explanation of that, and I'm gonna plan to keep starting, I believe, doing that on all the these live meetings that I'm planning to do, and maybe other places too, but just to have that routine, because the easiest and best way to get familiar with something and have it be super useful in your life is through repetition. So I love the repetition of that, and I think it's a useful thing for our grounding and centering, which can help create grounding and centering in other areas of our life. And so that's that. Happy Third Eye Thursday, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Healing thoughts.